The next steps I want to tear apart and break down is the typical vanilla stance. It's kind of old school, but you still see it quite a bit. There's a lot of stuff you can learn from it anyway. This one really emphasizes range. This is when you're going to have to sit with your Pel and completely break down and understand, throw these shots at different ranges so you really understand what I'm talking about in the video. In essence, this is my stance. Range control is super critical on this. As you can see from here, I'm a little far out to actually hit him in the head with a snap the way I want to, so I have to close. And depending on the shot that I want to throw, I either have to close more or I have to square around. When you're blocking this, the tells you're looking for are pretty straightforward. For the most part, you only have to worry about hemispheres, whether it's going to the sword side, whether it's going to the shield side, and if it does go to the shield side, whether it's going to the head or the leg. A lot of times people will throw deep body shots and deep leg shots to the sword side, but they open up so much. Once you get the range control issue down, you know you'll be able to fire them up when they do those. The first tell, dividing between the sword hemisphere and the shield hemisphere, is essentially the wrist and the elbow. To throw an offside, you have to essentially do this kind of mechanism some way to get over there. It's impossible to do that. 95% of the fighters do that as they're starting the shot or just before. As soon as the wrist breaks or the elbow comes up, you know that it's coming into your offside. If it doesn't break, it's coming to this side, whether it's to the head or it's coming to the leg. That's the major tell. That's the single biggest issue. If you sit and watch fighting, you'll be able to say, oh, here comes an offside, up, there's an onside here, before they even move their shot. The next big tell is just enormous. If somebody's winding up for a thrust, depending on where it's going, it's over the top, or they're having to bring it down and thrust. So it's all pretty straightforward. But from a defensive point of view, once you anticipate the block, you can use the range component because your opponent has to open up. Say, for instance, I want to throw a J hook and I'm going to flat snap range. I have to either close distance before I throw it, or more commonly, people are going to open up and throw. If you see that your opponent is preparing to do that, and I'm going to throw that to Ibn right now, he can sneak in and just crush me. Same thing with any of these other shots. Say I want to throw a wrap. Again, same thing. If I'm at range, I have to either close to throw my wrap, or as I throw the wrap, I want to launch into it. So he can block it and crush, rip my arm off. It's really critical that you work these out in front of a Pel so you truly understand the range component I'm talking about. Thank you.